One to come up, Bortkoi Lucky for the Bill Collins handicap. They're all set and they're away. Kamada Knight, the first to jump to the inside from Dunwinnie, who banded out quickly and away fast also towards the outside. Bortkoi Lucky going fast just in behind them. Spike Boots, followed by Rapid Progress. A bit further back is Luck Now Fox and Gippslander. And Scotch Eagle has got packed to last. Passing the 1400 metre mark, it's a keen tussle for the lead here. Cammy's Boy on the inside holds it about a half length in advance of Spike Boots, and deeper on the track is Bortkoi Lucky. Settling just in behind them, Rapid Progress on the outside of Dunwinnie, a length and a half, Luck Now Fox. Further back along the inside, Kamada Knight, followed by Gippslander, and tailed off is Scotch Eagle, who can't keep in touch at the moment as they race along the back section of the track. 1,000 metres left to go, and Cammy's Boy's a clear leader. Half a length to Bortkoi Lucky. 2 lengths further back in third place is Spike Boots, a length and a half, Rapid Progress. Dunwinnie is next on the inside of Luck Now Fox, a length and a half then to Kamada Knight. Then Gippslander second last, and 3 lengths further back is Scotch Eagle. Down towards the 700 metre mark, Cammy's Boy, 3/4 of a length on Bortkoi Lucky. 2.5 lengths away, Spike Boots, followed by Rapid Progress. Luck Now Fox starting to gain ground. Dunwinnie on the inside of Kamada Knight, followed by Gippslander, and Scotch Eagle still last of all as they come up the side. About 500 metres left to go, and Cammy's Boy booted away. A length and a half, Luck Now Fox is now running on in second place, followed by Spike Boots being hard ridden. They're followed by Rapid Progress. In behind them, Kamada Knight, followed by Bortkoi Lucky as they race around the home turn. Cammy's Boy, the leader, by a length and a half to Luck Now Fox, who's trying to close the gap there, well out in front of Rapid Progress, followed by Spike Boots, and well back is Kamada Knight. Cammy's Boy tackled by Luck Now Fox on the outside. Luck Now Fox has taken the lead with 100 metres left to go. He's drawing away in the final stages, and Luck Now Fox is coming away for a good win. Wins by over a length to Cammy's Boy. 3 lengths away, third, Rapid Progress. Then Kamada Knight, Gippslander, followed by Spike Boots. Scotch Eagle back behind them, followed by Dunwinnie.
He was in the stalls. They've backed him out. Polo Jack, the one to move up into the gates. Starter has them. 1,400 metres. This is the 5th event of the afternoon. Off they go. And Scenic Flight down on the inside a little slow, and first out Captorino. Crepitus is up there quickly into second. Scenic Flight is now pushing up on the inside to hold a prominent role, followed by Dance on Wind, Bisca Go-Go going forward, and then Export Measure, followed by Stoic Jester, Excise. Back behind them Golden Seraph settling about third to last, and back up behind it is High Aims, and pulling and racing ungenerously is Rancho Prince at the tail of the field. Captorino led a half length, Crepitus is second. A length Scenic Flight now with a good run on the inside, and Bisca Go-Go is out 3 wide. Dance on Wind pulling in 5th placing, followed by Excise round the outside of Stoic Jester. Then Export Measure, High Aims third to last from Golden Seraph, and last of all is Rancho Prince when they neared the turn, and Captorino at the 600 metres is going to lead about a neck in front. Crepitus is second the outside. Bisca Go-Go 3 deep the trip. Export Measure just behind them on the inside when they corner, followed by Excise, and then Dance on Wind and Stoic Jester over on the inside with High Aims pulled out wide. Captorino at the 350 led by a length. Crepitus, who's flat to the boards, over on the inside now and coming home well. Scenic Flight after the leader. Captorino from Scenic Flight. Crepitus, Bisca Go-Go, 150 to go, and Captorino still the leader. He's kicked out a length and a half now on Scenic Flight and Bisca Go-Go, and Captorino is coming clear or fall. Captorino 2 lengths, Bisca Go-Go, Scenic Flight third. Then came Dance on Wind, who finished fairly well from Stoic Jester. Just behind those horses then Crepitus, followed in by Excise, High Aims, Export Measure, Rancho Prince last to go over the line, and there was a faller with about 50 to go, and that was Golden Seraph, and Brent Stanley already to his feet.
Last is Just Feet, so they settle down, and the leader is Nanushka, about 3 parts of a length on Fiery Comet. When Alder Way tracking wider, then Shy Nick back on the fence from Stoneleigh Road, and Just Feet is 2 away last of all. Not a great deal of pace on. 11.50 out, and the leader Nanushka by nearly a length on Fiery Comet. Third is Shy Nick in the centre, Stoneleigh Road, and out wide is When Older Way, and a length and a half to the tote favourite Just Feet last of all, but there's only about 4 to 5 lengths covering the entire field. About to work off the back, they head towards the 800, and it's Nanushka about a length in front of Fiery Comet. Shy Nick is third, fourth Stoneleigh Road. When Older Way's just lost a little bit of ground, and is outside Just Feet at the moment, who's held up back near the fence as they come down before the turn. Nanushka still in front. They still haven't really quickened up that much yet. Second is Fiery Comet. Third, Stoneleigh Road from Shy Nick. then Just Feet. When Older Way is back to last as they make the turn for home. Nanushka about a half length in front. Fiery Comet is second. Stoneleigh Road, Shy Nick. Just Feet back on the fence has got his work cut out to win from there, and Winolda Way at the tail. Into the straight, Shy Nick, Fiery Comet having a bumping duel. They're out after Nanushka down to the 200. Out deeper is Stoneleigh Road. Nanushka just in front. Fiery Comet just about gets level now. Then followed by Stoneleigh Road. It's Fiery Comet on the outside of Nanushka. Fiery Comet got to the front. Fiery Comet about a half length to Shy Nick. Third might be Nanushka, just in front of Just Feet, who's got through on the fence late. Stoneleigh Road out wider, and last in was Winolda Way. Number 2, Fiery Comet. Peter Roble is first. Has beaten Shy Nick, and third, well, they're on the far side of the track, so it's pretty hard to line them up with 2 other horses between them. The first 2 place getters, Fiery Comet and also Shy Nick. 2 into photo officially. You'll find Shy Nick will run second. And third.
Away they go, and Zapatiado, a dual acceptor. The first to begin. Hoststad was out pretty well, likewise Bowood Forest and Bowl Defence, and then comes Seattle Ken to third last now. Tansman on the inside of Seattle Ken and a couple of lengths to Aussie Icon. It's Zapatiado leading past the judge narrowly from Bowood Forest. 2.5 to Bowl Defence on the outside of the heavily backed Hoststad. A length Seattle Ken, who's tagging Bowl Defence. Inside Seattle Ken is Tansman, and 2 lengths further back Aussie Icon. No change in the order as they work along towards the 1200 marker, and Zapatiado increasing its lead on Bowood Forest to about 3. Bold Defence a half length further back, a length then to Hoststad. After a length and a half coming Seattle Ken from Tansman, and 4 or 5 lengths to Aussie Icon. Again, they're starting to peg back Zapatiado going down the back of the track, and at the 1000 marker now, Zapatiado only 3/4 of a length on Bold Defence. On the inside, Hoststad, followed closely by Bowood Forest, and wider Seattle Ken. Tansman as they bunch is second last, and tacking onto the field Aussie Icon. Only a half dozen lengths between the 7 of them as they gallop inside the 800. And on the outside, Seattle Ken's now having a shot at Zapatiado, and they match strides, a length and a half Bold Defence, Hoststad, and on the outside again moving up Bowood Forest, followed by Tansman, and wider out last of all is Aussie Icon. Well, Bowood Forest letting rip, and Beasley, that's Lenny Beasley, goes for home on Bowood Forest at the 400. About 2 lengths on Zapatiado. In the third spot, Seattle Ken. Hoststad is hopelessly locked away, and Tansman is coming around the outside. They straighten up now, and Bowood Forest is the leader length. Seattle Ken, Zapatiado. On the outside, Tansman, and then Hoststad on the inside, picking up some leeway. It's Bowood Forest in front, Tansman and Seattle Ken coming at it, then Hoststad. Seattle Ken got to Bowood Forest. Tansman the outside. Tansman is finishing right over Seattle Ken, and Tansman got up to beat Seattle Ken and Bowood Forest. Then Zapatiado, Hoststad, Bold Defence and Aussie Icon last throughout. Number 1 will be the winner, Tansman Christmas.
And Scenic Flight down on the inside a little slow, and first out Captorino. Crepitus is up there quickly into second. Scenic Flight is now pushing up on the inside to hold a prominent role, followed by Dance on Windbisker Go-Go going forward, and then Export Measure followed by Stoic Jester, Excise. Back behind them Golden Sarah settling about third to last, and back up behind it is High Aims, and pulling and racing ungenerously is Rancho Prince at the tail of the field. Captorino led a half length, Crepitus is second. A length Scenic Flight now with a good run on the inside, and Bisker Go-Go is out 3 wide. Dance on Wind pulling in 5th placing, followed by Excise round the outside of Stoic Jester. Then Export Measure, High Aims third to last from Golden Seraph, and last of all is Rancho Prince when they near the turn, and Captorino at the 600 metres is going to lead about a neck in front. Crepitus is second the outside, Bisker Go-Go 3 deep the trip. Export Measure just behind them on the inside when they corner, followed by Excise, and then Dance on Wind and Stoic Jester over on the inside with High Aims pulled out wide. Captorino at the 350 led by a length. Crepitus, who's flat to the boards, over on the inside now and coming home well. Scenic Flight after the leader. Captorino from Scenic Flight. Crepitus, Bisker Go-Go 150 to go, and Captorino still the leader. He's kicked out a length and a half now on Scenic Flight and Bisker Go-Go, and Captorino is coming clear. Or fall Captorino 2 lengths. Bisker Go-Go, Scenic Flight third. Then came Dance on Wind, who finished fairly well from Stoic Jester. Just behind behind those horses then Crepitus, followed in by Excise, High Aims, Export Measure, Rancho Prince last to go over the line, and there was a fall.
Misintent on the inside, jumped nicely away fast. Autumn Theme and Irish Teardrop got out well, so did Spray Gold. Going forward, just in behind them then is Loose Century, and they were being followed by Definite Bid along the inside, Till We Dance and Market Walk back behind them. And they were followed towards the tail of the field by Kid Cassius, settling into stride, and Spray Gold the leader. A length in advance of Autumn Theme, a length and a half Misintent over on the inside. Moving just behind them then is Irish Teardrop, and they were followed by Demonique going around them fast. A bit further back in the field then, going fast on the outside as Market Walk as they race along the side of the track, and it's a good tussle for the lead here. On the inside, Spray Gold is just in advance of Autumn Theme. They were being followed by Demonique a bit further back to Irish Teardrop up on the outside, and Market Walk is going very fast, and Demonique is up there in that leading group. Misintent is in behind them. Definite Bid has got back to third last, followed by Loose Century. Kid Cassius last of all as they come up towards the home turn for almost abreast there. We're over on the inside. Spray Gold is being tackled by Autumn Theme, and joining in is Swaystone with a good run, and deeper on the track is the grey Market Walk, and coming down the outside Till We Dance from a long way back. Market Walk over on the outside. Till We Dance is storming home. Till We Dance over on the outside grabs the lead, 100 to go, and kicks clear of Spray Gold and Autumn Theme, and Kid Cassius finishing on when the race is all over. But Till We Dance wins it well by over a length in advance of Autumn Theme. Good go for third, Spray Gold, with a fast finishing Kid Cassius. Just in behind them, Irish Teardrop, followed by Swaystone. Then
to complete the line, Gathering Storm now into 4:30 has been a big go. Likely leader in the race, and they've been going quite well today, the leaders. 1400, they're off now, and Voluto a little slow to move down on the inside. A good dispatch otherwise. Kunai's Choice is getting back early, and Marcos began very fast, and so did Perez, sitting outside at early, leading Able Tycoon. Start on a length and a half away fourth. Just behind those horses then is Arctic Zone pushing through along the inside. Chester tightened up, lost a little bit of ground there, and Gathering Storm's gone forward too, with Mr. Selby on the outside, and Arabian Magic trapped out, isn't far away from the leading horses. Well back in the field is Voluto. Ferndale dropped out to last as they came by the 800 metres, and the leader now is Perez. Perez about a half in front of Start On. Able Tycoon with a drop on the leaders is third on the inside, followed by Marcos, Mr. Selby wide. A length and a half to Gathering Storm. Then came Arabian Magic around the outside of it, and Arctic Zone goes through on the inside. Further back, Chester, Ferndale. When they come around the home corner, Kunai's Choice is well back, and Voluto about last. In the straight, Perez led. Able Tycoon is going for a run on the inside. Start On a bit wider out from Mr. Selby. Gathering Storm is trying to get into the clear. He's had to ease right across heels, and he's gone back to a long way behind them. Able Tycoon shot through on the inside at the 200, dashed out by 2 from Perez, who's battling. Arabian Magic is making some ground on the outside, then Gathering Storm. It's Able Tycoon well clear though, and Able Tycoon wins it over 2 lengths to Arabian Magic, grabbing second, I'd say, from Arctic Zone. A gap to Perez, followed by Voluto, Ferndale. Gathering Storm didn't have a great deal of luck. Then Mr. Selby, and they're followed by Kunai's Choice. Start On. Next to finish was towards the end of the field, Marcos, and Chester, after meeting some trouble mid-race, was last of all.
One a bit edgy here. Might be River Ripper. Away they go. A little slow out was Longbow. Beginning fast is Anagalia, who's just going to be restrained early. River Ripper's right up on the pace here, with Torino sharing the front early on. Moving into third spot is Danzig Raider on the inside of Anagalia. Next is Allendale Rose, followed by Crown of Martini. Back to second last is Rare Print, and last is Longbow. No pace on whatsoever up the back. And the leader with 1,000 to go is River Ripper, a half length on Torino. Third, Danzig Raider, who wants to pull. Fourth, Anagalia, then Allendale Rose on the inside of Crown of Martini. 2 to Rare Print and Longbow together at the rear of the field, 6 off the front. 800 to run. In front, River Ripper, led by a neck on Torino. A length and a half back. Third is Danzig Raider, then Anagalia. 2 to Allendale Rose. Rare Print, dropping out Crown of Martini. Longbow is last of all as they put some pace on. 5.50 to go. Torino goes up to join River Ripper. A length to Anagalia. Danzig Raider getting off the fence. 2 to Rare Print. Next, Allendale Rose. Crown of Martini. Longbow at the rear on the turn. And Torino's just got his nose in front here over River Ripper. 2 away to Danzig Raider. Anagalia on the outside. Allendale Rose back on the fence. It's Torino out near the centre of the track at the 150, just in front from River Ripper. Danzig Raider. Anagalia finishing strongly. Torino is stopping. Grabbing at Anagalia on the outside. Danzig Raider close to the fence, but Anagalia's the one. And Anagalia goes on to win nearly a length to Torino. Third, Danzig Raider. Then Ellendale Rose with Rare Print, River Ripper knocked up, Longbow second last, and at the tail Crown of Martini.
Starter coming to climb his stand now. No, there's a problem over there. Kalanick's riders out the back. Dan Nikolic. He's bailed out, no problems. His whip is thrown across to him. So whether Kalanick has been caught in the stalls or not, I don't know. Can't tell from this angle. Now they've backed her out, Kalanick. So what's gone wrong over there? We don't know. She's been led away, Kalanick, and the veterinary surgeon having a good look at her. Kalanick on the New South Wales tote number 6 at $9.30. Favourite Suzuka. John Hawkes for the Inghams. Larry Cassidy aboard.
For the leader at the wheel over on the outside, just in advance of the Cat's Whiskers, close behind them Atomic Man, racing 4 deep as Hula's Boiling, further back is Provable on the outside of Shadrack, and they were being followed a bit further back in the field in by Soldier's Field. House Tricks about 4th last as they come down the side, and Tessum is last of all at the wheel, just in advance of Atomic Man, the centre. Over on the inside, the Cat's Whiskers making a line of 3, just behind them Hula's Boy. Shadrack over on the inside, being followed by House Tricks a bit further back, very wide on the track to Provable. Soldier's Field and Tessum as they come up towards the home turn, 400 to go, and Atomic Man has taken the lead. Atomic Man, the leader, got over a length in advance of At the Wheel. In 3rd place, losing ground, the Cat's Whiskers, and they're followed further back by Hula's Boy as they straighten up, where Atomic Man has booted away with a nice long break, about 2 lengths to At the Wheel, is making another effort. Hula's Boy down the outside, Provable coming home well from a long way back, but Atomic Man is nicely clear with 100 to go. Has got it all parcelled up, Provable storming home when the race is all over, but Atomic Man won well by a length and a half to At the Wheel. 3rd, Provable. 4th then is Soldier's Field, followed by Hula's Boy. Back in behind them, Shadrack, a gap in the field then to House Tricks, well back towards the tail there, Tessum in company with the Cat's Whiskers.
Afternoon, 1,200 metres. My Bodyguard in the middle stood up okay. Off they go now. Veering over on the outside began reasonably well. Dillon jumped okay, and he's going to ease across the heels. They're all going to come to the grandstand side on this occasion. And Veering is up in the leading pack. Christmas Toy is there. Loafer is showing a lot of speed in the early part. Diamond Prince is with them as well when they settle down. Kit's Challenge a little bit wider out, and Tie Boxer is behind it. Dillon is back to about 3rd last or so. Another Excuse is just behind him over on the rail, and Raging Force was last of all when they hit to the 600 metres now. And Loafer had got to the outside rail in front and leads to Veering Christmas Toy. Another Excuse just behind these horses, and wider out then is Golden Finale and Kit's Challenge. My Bodyguard just behind the pace. Diamond Prince dropping out. Dillon with some work to do, and still Raging Force last, but it's a pretty bunched field. It's still Loafer out on the grandstand rail in front. Veering, although Hanging is coming after him, and they're clear of Kit's Challenge, Golden Finale, and Dillon weaving through the pack. Loafer in front of Veering. Loafer has him beaten, and then came Raging Force and Dillon, but it's Loafer with David Hall at his biggest payday, coming up for 4 winners for the day, and Loafer wins it well over Veering. 3rd to Raging Force in front of Dillon, and then came Kit's Challenge with the break to Diamond Prince, Golden Finale, My Bodyguard, Another Excuse, Christmas Toy Weekend, and back at the tail in Tie Boxer. That's a big afternoon for the...
Lovely Doreen is set. Lane Maloney claiming the 1, remounts. Starters come round front. Just having a look at action with Lovely Doreen, who appears to be ready, and attendant with her. Starter climbs his stand. They're set for race 7. They're off this time And the favourite got out very, very quickly, All Lion, and leads a length on Lovely Doreen, My Band Star and Spirit of Grace. Lady Covetous going smartly. And then Ludlam, followed closely by Rare Eclipse. Two Shrunk in the Wash, Feathers of Gold. Followed by Light Work, and well back is Dark and Handy, and two to Breakdance. They race down to the 800 marker, and All Lion joined by Lady Covetous the inside. Lovely Doreen in the third spot, but trapped on a limb, followed by Spirit of Grace around Rare Eclipse. Two to My Band Star on the outside of Ludlam. Then Dark and Handy, Shrunk in the Wash, Light Work, Feathers of Gold, and 2.5 to Breakdance. This is the order with 500 to travel. All Line on the inside now, just shading Lovely Doreen. Two to Lady Covetous, followed at the head of the others on the outside, Spirit of Grace, My Band Star, Rare Eclipse, Ludlam, and then Dark and Handy, Shrunk in the Wash, Feathers of Gold. Light Work's got one behind it, and that is Breakdance. All Lion around the corner shows the way from Lovely Doreen, Spirit of Grace, Lady Covetous the inside, My Band Star, and Rare Eclipse has made ground. Muntz gets desperate on the favourite All Lion, but he's responding. Rare Eclipse on the inside, followed by Spirit of Grace. All Lion is still the leader and is going to make it 3 out of 3. All Lion from Rare Eclipse or Spirit of Grace, followed by Lovely Doreen, Ludlam, Feathers of Gold, Lady Covetous, and then My Band Star, Breakdance. Long margin, Shrunk in the Wash, Dark and Handy, and Light Work disappointed and finished at the rear of the field.
Waiting for Cadwin to come up. Cadwin walking forward. Stars Appear stands up well. Baku in 3. King's Gem, barrier 5. Cadwin giving some trouble. Lush Version stands up well. Peking Dancer, Seaton Lass. Cadwin getting a bit closer to the stall. Covered Cross extreme outside. And Cadwin, attendants grouping around him to bring him up. Or bring her up. And she's going in. Cadwin coming up. Just about there. $4.10 for number 2, King's Gem. Cadwin is ready. All set to go. Last of the day. Stars Appear on the inside. Cadwin laying back in the stall. 3 from the outside. Baku stands in well. Joe to Me. Noble John. And tended in with Cadwin. They look to be set. All ready. They're off. And Dana Peck near the inside, one of the first to jump out with Stars Appear, and Baku began well, and so did King's Gem. And over on the inside is Star Express as they race down the straight. Deeper on the track is Cadwin going up towards the leader, being followed by Peking Dancer. A length and a half to Lush Version on the outside of Seaton Lass. Over on the inside, Noble John. And they were being followed by Lush Version second last, and Persecute got back to last. Racing towards the turn of the straighter. And Dana Pack was the leader by a length in advance of Baku. A length and a half. Stars Appear on the inside of King's Gem. They're followed closely in the field there by Cadwin, is out 3 deep, 2 lengths away as Joe to Me. Over on the inside, Star Express, a length and a half further back, Noble John in company with Peking Dancer. 2 lengths away, Covered Cross, a good long gap to Persecute on the inside of Seaton Lass is second last. And racing 3 off the fence, and last of all is Lush Version. Down the back they race, and Dana Pecker leads the way by a length and a half in advance here of Baku. Stars Appear over on the inside. Cadwin is close handy. King's Gem is running 5th. A length and a half, Joe to Me on the outside of Noble John. 3 off the rail, then going around them, Star Express. A length and a half, Covered Cross on the inside of Peking Dancer. 2.5 lengths away, running third last is Persecute, followed by Seaton Lash and Lush Version at the back of the field. They've got 900 metres left to go. Dana Pack still the pilot by a length and a half to Baku. Cadwin on the outside. King's Gem is getting a bit closer. Then on the outside, Star Express, followed by Joe to Me making ground. Going backwards at that point, Stars Appear being passed there by Peking Dancer. And then over on the outside, Covered Cross, followed by Noble John, big scrubbed up, Persecute behind them. Lush Version a long way back, and Seaton Lass has dropped back to be a long last. Dana Pack in charge, racing up towards the home turn. 500 metres left to go. 2.5 lengths to Baku. Here come the challengers on the outside. Joining in around them is Star Express, followed by Cadwin and Peking Dancer. Lush Version coming from a long way back, followed by Noble John and Joe to Me as they come around the home turn. Dana Pack the leader by a length and a half. Star Express on the outside. Peking Dancer and Lush Version down the outside, running on well, followed by Stars Appear. In the straight, Dana Pack is tackled quickly by Lush Version and Peking Dancer. Lush Version on the outside and Peking Dancer settling down to fight it out. Peking Dancer hit the front with 100 to go, and Peking Dancer drawing away in the last little bit will win it nicely. Peking Dancer half a length to Lush version, 5 lengths away third then. It would be Noble John, followed next home by further back Covert Cross. In behind them Star Express and Joe to Me from Danapak. King's Gem a long way back, followed by Persecute and Cadwin. Baku.
They go. Off now on the inside, Shane's Castle, the favourite, began well, and Tycoon Simply Success out well, with Torelli immediately spearing straight to the front. Quality Way was away nicely, moving up into a more prominent role, and so too on the outside as Tristes going forward by the 1600 metres. He's gone up on the outside, Tristes, to run to the lead, but he's headed immediately by Jolly Tip from an outside gate. He's sped across the field. At the 1400, Jolly Tip out by a length and a half to Tristes, 1 Torelli. Favoured runners are all up there in the first 3. Awesome Ruled is 4th. Simply Success putting his head off on the inside. A faller. Quality Way lost the rider. Quality Way back there in the middle of the field has thrown the rider about 14.50 out. Now going up towards the 1200 metres, Jolly Tip from Tristes, Torelli, Awesome Rule on the outside, and then Thread Needle. Triple Gin in the centre. Simply Success has settled a little better on the inside. Elmer's Day scorches round the field. He's gone up to 4th now. They're followed by Elmana and Tycoon. 2 lengths further back is Big Talker, Shane's Castle. Then that riderless one back there with Real Zeal on the inside and Shop Till You Drop. They're coming up to the turn. Awesome Rule shot to the front. It's been a race of changes. The pressure's really been on. Awesome Rule leads Jolly Tip, who's kicking back on the inside. As they swing around the home turn, Elmer's Preday is wide out under some pressure when they swing around the home turn. Tristes is up there in about 4th, and Torelli is easing out to have a crack at these leaders. At the 400 metres, Jolly Tip again in front of Awesome Rule. Torelli running on. Simply Success on the rail, and Tristes under the whip on the outside, clear of Tycoon. At the 200 metres, Jolly Tip tackled now by Awesome Rule. Torelli is still there, grinding home. Awesome Rule takes the lead from Jolly Tip. Torelli, here's Tycoon and Big Talker starting to come home well together. Tycoon's taken the lead. Big Talker coming at him. Tycoon beat Big Talker. A length to Simply Success third, just in front of Torelli. Then Awesome Rule. Behind these, Elmana, then Real Zeal. Shane's Castle, followed by Jolly Tip. Well, he probably was working a long, long way from home. In behind those to finish, Triple Gin, Thread Needle, Tristes, Shop Till You Drop.
Gum, 2.5 the favourite Elzabana, and 3/4 to Triple Crown. As they come down the straight, a lap to go now, and on the inside, Step Dancers joined in front by Allied. They lead about 2.5 lengths on Blue Blood on the inside, a Gallic Storm and a couple to Lineage. It's racing 5th on the inside of Dancehall Dame, another 2 lengths to Blue Gum, 4 Elzabana, and 2 to Triple Crown. Step Dancer in front going to the back of the course, and nearing the 1200 marker has a lead of about a length and 3/4 on Allied, who doesn't want to lead today. Third posse, Blue Blood, and 4th is Gallic Storm, racing a horse off the fence. 2.5 further away is Dancehall Dame on the outside of Lineage, and then a break to Elzabana with Blue Gum on its inside, and 3 lengths further back is Triple Crown. They race along towards the halfway at the 950. Little or no change in the order. Step Dancer out 3/4 of a length. Allied, Blue Blood on the inside, a Gallic Storm, and 3 lengths further back is Dancehall Dame. Lineage ahead away on the inside. 2.5 to Blue Gum, a half to Elzabana the outside, and 2.5 still to Triple Crown. There's been no change for a long, long way. And as they work along past the 600 pole in the last here at Canterbury Park, and Step Dancer's rider quickens up. It's a neck on Allied, 2 lengths further back, Gallic Storm. On the fence is Blue Blood. Morris calling upon Elzabana now from Dancehall Dame. Then Lineage, Triple Crown to the extreme outside, and Blue Gum sticking to the rails is last as they pack up noticeably on the swing. Step Dancer's gone. Allied hits the front. Gallic Storm, and here's Elzabana. He's coming home well, and then Triple Crown and Blue Blood getting a split on the inner as they come down towards the 150. Elzabana is the leader. Triple Crown.
Eddie Cass's plane delayed on his return from the Gold Coast. Happy Fury's moved up well out in gate number 7.